Hello, I'm Kenneth B. Morris Jr., the great-great-grandson of Booker T. Washington and the great-great-great-grandson of Frederick Douglass. It's an honor to share a few words as we celebrate the induction of Julius Rosenwald into the Jewish American Hall of Fame. I want to thank the organizers for including my ancestor, Booker T. Washington, on the plaque that will hang in the Virginia Holocaust Museum, a fitting tribute to moral courage, partnership, and shared purpose. As you may already know, Booker T. Washington and Julius Rosenwald met in Chicago in 1911 during a YMCA-related event where Washington was speaking and Rosenwald was in attendance. Rosenwald had already read Washington's autobiography, Up from Slavery, and had been moved by his life story and philosophy of self-help and education. Hearing Washington in person strengthened that admiration, and the two men soon formed a friendship that would help change the course of American education forever. Washington was born enslaved in 1856, and from those beginnings, he rose to become one of the most influential educators and institution builders in the nation, transforming Tuskegee Institute into a world-renowned center of learning, industry, and moral development. His guiding belief was that education and character were the twin pillars of freedom, that through skill, discipline, and cooperation, formerly enslaved people and their descendants could claim their rightful place as full citizens. Rosenwald recognized the power of that vision and chose to invest in it. Their collaboration led to the creation of more than 5,000 schools across the rural South between 1912 and 1937. Institutions widely known today as the Rosenwald schools, but originally envisioned and guided by Booker T. Washington at Tuskegee. Nearly 700,000 Black children were educated in those classrooms. Each one of those schools stood as a declaration of faith in the human spirit. They're often referred to simply as the Rosenwald schools, but the Washington family and others I've talked with who care deeply about this history prefer to call them the Washington Rosenwald schools. Not because anyone intends to diminish my great-great-grandfather's role, but because the words we use matter. They shape how history is remembered and whose contributions are recognized. Booker T. Washington conceived this idea, built its foundation through Tuskegee, and invited Julius Rosenwald into a partnership that changed the American South. To call them the Washington Rosenwald Schools honors that shared legacy as it truly began, with vision and generosity working hand in hand. While Rosenwald's philanthropy made much of it possible, the foundation of that movement was Booker T. Washington's philosophy, his insistence on community participation, local ownership, and dignity through shared responsibility. He believed that true progress couldn't be given, it had to be built together. That belief became the blueprint for the Washington Rosenwald schools, where neighbors contributed land, labor, and small sums of money to match Rosenwald's grants. As a descendant of Booker T. Washington, I'm proud of how that partnership embodied his life's mission. My ancestor often said that the measure of a man's greatness is not in what he achieves for himself, but in what he enables others to achieve. Through these schools, he and Julius Rosenwald enabled generations of Black children who had been denied equal access to a quality education, to read, to write, to dream, and to lead. When I visit the restored Washington Rosenwald schools today, I think of the children who walked miles just to sit at a desk, the teachers who taught by lamplight, and the communities that refused to surrender to hopelessness. Those modest buildings, simple, sun-filled, built by hand, became the seedbeds of Black excellence and empowerment throughout the South. Their partnership offers a powerful lesson for our time. It reminds us that lasting progress depends on empathy, vision, and courage, the willingness to see our shared humanity and work side by side for the common good. On behalf of the Washington family, I want to express my gratitude for this recognition of Julius Rosenwald's extraordinary legacy and for honoring his enduring friendship with my great-great-grandfather. Their story reminds us that the truest monuments are not carved in stone or bronze, but built in the lives we touch and the communities we strengthen. May their example continue to inspire all of us to educate, to serve, and to believe in the power of partnership to redeem the promise of America. Thank you.